me as a B2B owner, small owner. So I want as much as possible. I am not just a boss, but I am more into a leader impacting them. So but sometimes it cannot be avoided that there are days sometimes that their performance like that you are really want to shout at them at the top of your lung because they are not performing well, right? What's your take on that?
Yeah, so I think when it comes to leadership overall, it's really important that the human side of it comes first. Ultimately, yes, you want them to perform, you want them to hit their numbers, you want them to help grow the company because yes, it benefits you as well. But at the same time, it's as a leader, it's really important to put your selfish interests, really at the bottom of the pile, right? It's making sure you're doing what's best for that team and what they need, and just genuinely being a good human being for them, right? Knowing that you can give them a solid amount of support, be selfless with your time, right? As well as your energy and your effort. That's really what they want. And so, yes, sometimes it's hard and you will have to have hard conversations with people, right? But it's really important that when we're leading people, is that they have the absolute best expectations of what's really expected of them in their role in all areas. Yes, there is a KPI, there's 200 dials, 3 sets, whatever that might be, but that's just a number-based KPI, right? How should they be showing up? How should they be reporting their numbers? How should they be in the company when it comes to the meetings, right? And so like you do that by creating this culture and a level of competitiveness as well. And what you do to really bring that out of people is by just giving them more of what they want, right? And talking in terms of like their language, what's important to them, right? Because I can sit here and tell you like, oh, you didn't hit the KPI yesterday, like what happened? Right? And I'm just like going on at you saying, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that, like this should have been done better. But the reality is, I firstly need to look at myself and go, like, what environment have I created or what have I not done to make sure this person understands that that is so important for them to do, right? And how it contributes to their life being a little bit better as well, right? And I'm not saying I'm totally perfect at this. It's advice that I've learned for a while, but it's something that we always have to remind ourselves is that putting them first and their needs, communicating that effectively and setting the right expectations around it is what helps you to get the best out of a person. And as far as build, break, build, it's like a typical tactical method where, like, if you're knowing that somebody is not doing what they should be and they should be performing better, right? And once again, it's assuming that their confidence is quite low, right? Because you base your feedback on confidence levels. What you do is you base the build off of like something that you know that you like about the person. I love the fact, Sol, that you are always proactive. You always ask a bunch of questions. That's what I really like about you, right? And then we go into the break section, which is where we give them constructive criticism. And I don't mean break like I want to break you, I want to tell you you're a horrible person, you're crap at this, like not a literal break. But the break is something about it's never about the person, it's always about their standards. But whenever I make a positive comment, it's always about the person, right? Not necessarily about their actions as well as that, right? So the break is something like, well, so the problem is with the level of standards that I know that you have for yourself and the goals that you're looking to accomplish, it's very clear to me that we're just simply not putting in the efforts to do that, right? When you first came into the role, you told me, right, you want to make 5K a month. You want to make sure you're going above and beyond what everyone else is doing and be a top performer. Right now, we're currently sitting at like 1,000 dials this week, and there's other team members that are doing 1,500. Right. As on top of that, we're getting hardly any sets, so we don't even have much opportunities to get them on the calendar and get a lot of them closed. Other team members are doing that. Alongside that, at the end of the day, they've been asking questions. They've been really proactive in getting solutions and responses, but I haven't noticed as much as that from you this week. Is there any reason why? Just so I know how to help you. Right. That's kind of a break, and that's like I've covered like 2 or 3 things that I'm dissatisfied with, but it's not about the person. It's about their actions and what they're doing. Right? And then we go back into the build again, which is look, and I know that this is a tough conversation to have, but I say this honestly, Sol, because I know that you are a good person. I hired you because I genuinely believe that you can be a top performer. And I know that that's something that I'm pretty sure will come out of you. It's just about how we can bring this out together so that you can start to get the results that you want. And we're hitting that 5K a month in no time. It's an easy fix, by the way, right? Very, very simple to do.